Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Atlantic City, New Jersey. For the next 2 nights, I'm going to take you guys all around the Tropicana Casino and Resort here in Atlantic City. The Tropicana is one of the OG Atlantic City properties. In fact, the North Tower behind us was one of the first casinos to open in Atlantic City. Not the first, but one of the first. And it's a really dynamic resort. There's so many different things to do, like the Quarter Shopping Mall. They got the Marketplace, which is down below the North and South Tower. They've got multiple hotel towers to choose from. In fact, no 2 visits to Tropicana ever seem to be the same because of all the varying types of towers and hotel rooms you can get. So my goal today is to show you guys as much of the property as possible, and I'll take you all over the place. Give the video a thumbs up if you end up liking it, obviously, and subscribe down below. Love to have you here on the channel. Let's go. We're going to start our Tropicana walking tour off here at the North Tower Casino entrance. As you go down the boardwalk, there's the South Tower and the Chelsea Tower. But we'll start off here in the North Tower and walk our way through the North and the South. And eventually we'll go upstairs and I'll show you guys the pools and the hotel room. We'll kind of meander our way through the entire property, including the Quarter. The Tropicana has multiple shopping districts, if you want to call them that. There's the Quarter, which is Havana themed and has the sky painted on the ceiling. If you've ever looked up anything about Atlantic City, it's probably shown up in search results for you before. And then there's also the Marketplace, which runs between the North and the South Tower on the boardwalk level. The North Tower Casino here has been renovated in the last, I'd say, 5 years. You've got Chickies Pete's off to the left side over here, which is a really great Philadelphia eating institution. It's like a crab house and a sports bar. I'm going to try not to show you too much of the casino for privacy reasons, but it's a pretty generic casino. I mean, it's nice. It's better than a lot of local casinos that you'd find in Philly, in my opinion, or New York for that matter. But here's the sports bar over here. This is a rather new development to the Tropicana. Again, probably within the last 5 years. And it's got giant LED video boards and lots of comfortable seating. Not quite as big as the one at Ocean Resort, but big nonetheless. So we'll walk through. There's the 10 North Lounge down that way. And we'll just keep going here. And we'll cover the promenade between the two hotel towers, the North Tower and the South Tower. And wow, look at the atrium in this place. Those are actual floors of the North Tower Hotel that overlook the casino area. And then there's a set of elevators that are glass that go up to our tower. We'll come back later and look at the hotel room. Or actually, no, you know what? We'll go upstairs right now to the elevators and look at the room.
There you go.
All right, after a mile walk, we're going to check out our room here in the North Tower, 1653. All right. And yeah, it's got a little bit of an odor. It's got a king bed. And I'm not going to lie, I thought it was a bigger room than this. Let me find some of the light switches. You guys are getting the true first impression here. So my first impressions are it's well kept. It looks okay. I mean, there's a little bit of something going on with the wallpaper right there, but nothing crazy. But it does have a little tiny bit of a musky smell to it as the rest of my crew comes in. And yeah, the bathroom's beautiful. This has all been redone in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. You got a huge tub, decent sized toilet. very clean vanity and sink, and it's well lit. So there's our room at the Tropicana, not much to see. We're back downstairs now, and we're gonna continue going. I really love this part of the Trop. It makes you feel like you're in a big congregation area in some old Havanan square. Not quite as much as the Quarter does, but nonetheless, it's really nice. And if you know anything about Atlantic City history, this part right here, where those balconies are, there used to be a giant Ferris wheel that would go all the way up to the ceiling, and it was demolished in the 90s. This guy wants to be on YouTube. There you go. Yeah. And Tivoli Pier used to be a giant arcade that had a roller coaster running through the lobby that was right here. And now what we'll do is we'll go downstairs to the marketplace, and for some reason they shifted the escalators over here. The left side is down and the right side is up, which makes no sense because we're in America, and in America we drive on the right side of the road. But the marketplace over here has all of these things listed on the board, and I'm sure there's a few missing. The marketplace was the precursor to the Quarter at the Tropicana opening around 2003 or 2004. I think it was originally supposed to open in 2003 to compete with the Borgata, but the parking garage collapse accident delayed it by a year. This is Hash House A Go-Go, which used to be Tropicana's buffet, but the buffet closed during the COVID era, and now it's been replaced by this. And yeah, it looks really nice. Purple Zebra Daiquiri Bar, I think, is new. I don't remember that being here. But we'll take a walk down the marketplace. We're going past Hooters right now, which I thought Hooters was in bankruptcy. I don't know. If they're not in bankruptcy, I know they're not doing super stellar. So anyway, we're approaching the rest of the marketplace. You got James Saltwater Taffy over there to the left, and a new taco place and taco bar off to the right. Casa Taco, which it smells. I wish this, again, I always say this in a video, but I wish this was smell-o-vision because it smells amazing. But I did hear somebody in the elevator complaining earlier that it was outrageously expensive. So to each their own. I don't know, maybe that person's definition of expensive was not everyone else's, but here's a damn good deli, which opens at 8 a.m. You got Eats, Beans, Booze, or I'm sorry, Firewater Saloon, which is, again, it's been here for a long time now. There's some kind of smoothie bar over here, but it's closed. And you got Haagen-Dazs. And another Starbucks. There's a Starbucks here in the marketplace and one over in the Quarter. So I guess now's as good a time as any to take you guys back upstairs to the second floor, and we'll walk through the Quarter and show you guys what's over there. And I also kind of neglected to mention that there's an exit to the Boardwalk over here and a brand new set of escalators right there where my finger is to take you upstairs to the sports book that I just showed you. So yeah, let's go over to the Quarter and walk through there now. We're back upstairs now in the South Tower, right next to the giant atrium with palm trees that we just walked through. And let's take a walk through the Quarter and show you guys one of the most unique Atlantic City experiences you're going to find in town. It definitely takes you back to Las Vegas. For me, it reminds me a lot of the Forum shops because as you get deeper into the facility here, the sky is painted on the ceiling and it looks phenomenal. The only other place in town that has a painted sky ceiling is Caesars in their hotel lobby. Now, the Quarter has gone through a ton of tenants over the years and had a lot of changes. However, I am excited to remind you that Mrs. Field's cookies are still here. Definitely going to grab one of those later. And you have an interesting, these days, you have an interesting mix of high-end and low-end shopping. I feel like when they first opened the quarter, they intended to have a lot of high-end retail. And there still is some, but over the years, I feel like a lot of them have left. You got Lick, and it says, "What color is your tongue?" And I guess that would depend on what day of the week it is in Atlantic City. I'm trying to make a joke there. I think I just fell flat on my face. Cue the crickets. You've got Time After Time, which again, kind of a high-end store, or it used to be. It's closed. And yeah, so nationally, malls are not doing well in general, but the quarter has a unique situation in that it serves as kind of a breezeway between the hotel towers and the parking garage and the casino. You had Sea Spa Sanctuary here, which I think used to be a Burberry spa or Blueberry spa, something. There used to be a different kind of spa here. But it looks like its sign says they moved to the Chelsea Tower. Why would they do that? Wouldn't you want to be here where there's a lot more people walking around? And Telegraph newsstand store, nothing crazy. White House Black Market is another OG to the quarter. It's been here since it opened in 2004. You got the Royce Social Hall, which used to be, I forget, Providence. It used to be Providence, and now it's something else. Auntie Anne's is right in front of us. It used to be Old Farmer's Almanac, and they split it in half, and now part of it is Gin Ricky's. You've got the second Starbucks over here, which is closed right now. So is the other one. So I guess if you're trying to get, your caffeine fix at Tropicana, you're not going to get one late at night here. You got the Dean, which looks like a higher-end clothing store. So all in all, this mall is doing really well tenant-wise. I don't see a ton of empty space in here, unlike a lot of malls. Marshall Russo, which I feel like they're one of those stores that'll survive the apocalypse. You'll be walking in a dead mall someday and there'll be a Marshall Russo still open. Game Up Lounge, which is another arcade. There is another arcade in the North Tower lobby that my daughter and I went to, and this one is brand new. This hasn't been here very long at all. Carmine's, which is a well-known dining institution in a lot of major cities like New York, Washington. I've eaten at the one in Washington, D.C. That was delicious. And let's see, we're now in the main lobby, what I would consider the main lobby of the quarter. And there's the giant fountain. Now at Christmas time, they cover the whole fountain and put a giant Christmas tree up. And in this lobby, you've got Broadway Burger Bar, P.F. Chang's, Cuba Libre, Anthem Nightclub upstairs. And of course, I just said Carmine's. And you've got a food market here and the front entrance of Wet Willie's, which looks delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tempted to dive in here and get a slushie, but I don't even want to know the price. I guarantee you it's probably like $30. And restrooms and elevator access for a handicap elevator are on this floor. However, the parking garage and Havana Tower are one floor up, which is slightly annoying, the amount of escalating you have to do. And we're gonna actually go have dinner at P.F. Chang's. So let's start that part of the video right now. So after our little walk through the quarter, we settled on P.F. Chang's for dinner. It's one of my Tropicana favorites. It's been here since 2003 when the quarter opened, along with Carmine's, which is right across the hall from them. If you're coming to Tropicana, you can't go wrong with these places. It's the atmosphere, the food, it's all amazing. And look at the atmosphere in here. They got a really awesome looking fake, I assume fake, tree. And then right over here, you have a mural with the grand staircase where you come down to the bottom floor. Like we're on Pacific Avenue right now. The restaurant has 2 levels, so we'll see how good the food is. Usually it's amazing. I mean, it's P.F. Chang's. You can't go wrong. We got our food. I got the honey crispy chicken. What did you get?
Chinese chicken.
Chen's chicken? Chang's chicken? I thought he said Jane's chicken. My daughter got whatever the heck this is, but she won't eat it. So as a P.F. Chang's outsider who's never had it, would you eat P.F. Chang's at the Tropicana?
Oh, sure, why not?
Or any P.F. Chang's in general?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's different.
Different?
Bitter.
Look at this thing. This is so cool. Well, we had a great dinner at P.F. Chang's, and now we're leaving. We got a really awesome bar. Would definitely recommend this place, or Carmine's, if you're into Italian, which I am. But I was feeling a little Chinese tonight, so. And then here's the upper floor, where there's yet another bar. And another really cool mural on the wall. We're back upstairs after dinner at P.F. Chang's. And let's go check out the second floor of the quarter at Tropicana. All right, we've made it upstairs. To the right of the escalator, you have the elevators to the Havana Tower, some more restrooms, and then through the arch over there is the conference room floor that's above the quarter. And then the second floor is basically made up of a series of narrow hallways that go around the edges of the atrium. And off in this direction right here, through these double doors to the left, are the elevators to the Havana parking garage. Now, one thing to keep in mind during busy holidays, summer, especially summer weekends, the elevators can get quite busy in the parking garage, and there's only 4 of them. And I have seen a line stretching down past Wild Honey before to access the elevators. So just be prepared if it's a weekend or a holiday and everybody's checking out or it's checkout time, just be prepared to wait a long time to get an elevator back to the parking garage. And sadly, there isn't really any stairs you can access to get upstairs as an alternative. There's fire stairs, but I don't think they come out anywhere you can access on this level. So you got Wild Honey right here. It's a tavern and bakehouse. They got barbecue. It's like a smokehouse. And I'll try to hit as many places on this level as I can for you guys. But if you go around the corner here, you've got the Anthem nightclub, and then directly across from where we're standing right now, if I can zoom in a little bit, is the IMAX theater. I went there once many years ago. It was a phenomenal experience, as I'm sure all IMAXs are. You got a damn good sports bar over here. I don't know how it is these days, but they used to have really, really cheap specials on 40s. So across the hall over there, you just have the rest of Royal Honey. Or, now I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember the name. Wild Honey across the street, hallway. We'll keep going down the hall here. You have a really unique nightclub right here called Kiss Kiss A Go-Go. And it's owned and run by the same people, the same guy anyway, that used to own Ivan Kane's Royal Jelly at Ocean Resort and formerly Revel Resort. It has a really awesome looking front entrance. And again, if you know Atlantic City history at all, this used to be the Tropicana Comedy Club, which moved into the quarter when it was finished from the South Tower, maybe? I don't know. That part I don't quite recall where it used to be. And then over here you have the entrance to the Royce, which used to be Providence. Providence was the nightclub when it originally opened and was here for a very long time. And I have no idea what the heck the Royce is. I assume it's just the same thing rebranded, but I don't know. And here's an entrance right here just to give you a look inside. I think this is actually like the exit hallway. So we'll keep going around the corner here. I think there's one more spot down the hall here that's well known at the Tropicana. Get a really nice view here across in the hallway. And I'm gonna have to talk because there's some copyrighted music playing. Again, I really love this upstairs hallway because you get to crisscross a lot of the downstairs and you get some phenomenal people watching spots. Like this is the hallway that leads back to the North and South Tower. And then you have Planet Rose over here, which is a karaoke bar, and I'm gonna have to talk loud because of the copyrighted music. They're actually playing tonight, or karaokeing tonight, which is cool. Look at that, we got some people on stage over there. Sorry about the glare from the front screen. That's the only thing I don't like about this camera, other than its somewhat lack of nighttime performance, is the screen on the front can kind of get in the way. And yeah, the quarter is just filled with these really awesome staircases. There's some great photo op opportunities going down these stairs. I mean, honestly, I've been here so many times I don't even think about them anymore, but there's that. So that's the end of the quarter, at least for me, my tour. And if you go down this hallway, the elevators to the West Tower and the casino parking garage are down there. And now let's go upstairs and take a look at the all three of the hotel pools. There's a pool in the North Tower, an outdoor one, an indoor pool in the South Tower, and an outdoor adults-only pool in the Chelsea Tower. And yeah, let's go take a look. All right, so this is called the Blue Parakeet Pool in the North Tower. So if you're in the North Tower, you got a great view of the sunbathing area. And then down here, right over by that little gazebo, is where you come in. And you've got the pool down there. And a really nice bar area with great views of the ocean up here. Loud music. And of course a bar to get drunk at. So yeah, this is the Blue Parakeet Pool in the North Tower. One slightly annoying thing is everybody has to stop at the gazebo to sign in down there. And these cabanas are rentals. You can rent these and charge them to your room. And so are these day beds down here. So yeah, North Tower, Blue Parakeet Pool. Checking out the South Tower pool now. This is the indoor pool on the 6th floor of the South Tower.
It looks so big.
My daughter is highly disappointed that the indoor pool in the South Tower is closed, but here's a quick look at it for you. They do have some outdoor lounge chair areas with umbrellas, and there's a really nice pool deck, or at least it looks nice. They used to have a hot tub here, but I don't see it anymore. So yeah, there's the South Tower pool. Not very big, but does the job, especially in the winter. Checking out pool number 3, which is in the Chelsea Tower, which you can access from the 4th floor of the South Tower by taking this newly installed escalator, new-ishly installed, or getting off on the 5th floor of the South Tower elevators. And they built this bridge. The Chelsea Tower used to be its own independent hotel, but Tropicana bought it and connected it to the South Tower with this really long sky bridge that also happens to have really fantastic views. Not for nothing. And there's Chelsea 5 over here, which is a pub. And there might be one other restaurant over here, but I can't remember. And this building is not affiliated with the Tropicana down there, but it is a hotel that's supposed to be opening soon. I saw some posts online about it. But yeah, let's go check out the pool. So here's the Chelsea Tower pool. Here's the Chelsea Tower pool, which is adults only, 21 and up. Got a lot of great lounge chairs. The deck is pretty nice to walk on. You got this huge outdoor bar here. So overall, it's really nice. Tropicana definitely has quite a variety of pools, and I would say this one, while it doesn't have a good ocean view like the North Tower pool, it does give you a good city view of all the skyscrapers of the Tropicana. and the condos next door and Chelsea Tower right in front of me. So yeah, overall, it's a good option. We're in the Chelsea Tower, and this is a whiskey bar, and I think this is just a lounge area, and then down there, the phone's not going to focus on it. There it is. Chelsea 5, food and drink. So you got a lot of good options over here as well. It's not like, it's not like you're isolated over here. There's things to do. There's also a restaurant that I totally forgot about in the ground floor lobby of the Chelsea Tower, which again, that used to be like the check-in desk. This was its own independent hotel. I think some football player owned it before the Tropicana took it over. But yeah, there's a restaurant and the ghost of the old check-in desk from when it was independent. So just off the North Tower elevators, right to the right when you get off, there's a long empty hallway that looks like it used to be used as a box office. Maybe it still is. And my daughter is screaming she found the arcade. So just know if you have family, you have kids, there is an arcade here. And also the escalator right over there takes you right up to the North Tower Casino. But yeah, let's go in and see what it looks like. So it's not huge, but it does look like it has a decent selection of games. And if you ever came to the Tropicana in the 90s, there was a giant arcade upstairs called Tivoli Pier. That wasn't just an arcade, it was also more of an entertainment destination. It had a small indoor roller coaster and like a little game where you could shoot boats on a lake that the roller coaster went over. So this is nothing if you remember Tivoli Pier, but it's a decently sized arcade, and I'm talking a little loud because there's copyrighted music playing. But yeah, I mean, this will definitely entertain some kids for a little while, get them out of your hair. It's not terrible, and it looks like they actually have some decent prizes up there. They have a little kids poker machine in here, and I got dealt 2 wilds. Let's see what happens. Oh, what did I get? Holy cow! I got 400. Oh wait, I get to spin the wheel. Bonus plus bet 5. Alright, I feel like no trip to Tropicana is complete without a little Huff and Puff. Actually, I lied. Huff and even more Puff. These Huff and Puff games are getting crazy. So I'm selecting 5 cents. 5 senses, as Vegas Matt would say. And we're going to do 120 nickels to start. You want to get 6 of those hats. Or 3 of the buzzsaws. And I believe in this game you can also get a random wolf attack that gives you the bonus. Oh, I hit something. Not nearly my money back, but something. We got rulers. I don't know that I'm going to put all my money into this one game, but I do like Huff and Puff. I'll drop to 3 and see what happens. Oh, almost. Figures I would lower my bet and then I hit the bonus. You never know though. It's all random. It's all dumb luck. Nothing. Oh, one more. Oh, torture. Torture is what that's called. So close. Oh, toolboxes, alright. At least it teases you once in a while. This is not going great. And it's sad because the bonus on this game is a lot of fun. But it's a very volatile game, meaning it doesn't pay out very often. Volatile is just a polite way of saying the game does not pay back very well, very often. Toolboxes, alright. Better than a kick in the face. Got 2 wolves that time. The wolves are wild in case you haven't figured that out yet. Oh, come on. Got Mr. Corporate Pig almost all the way across the bottom. You get to be 5 away a lot, or 1 away a lot, as the Vegas Matt would put it. Nothing. All right. Well, let's play the wager saver. How bad could that go? Oh, look at that. Free spin. This game went a lot faster than I anticipated. Well, there you go. There's a shot on a slot machine to close out our Tropicana video. So I'm checking out right now, and I just thought I'd show you guys the ridiculous amount of fees that are tacked on to a complimentary 2-night stay. You got the tourism fee, room tax, casino fee, AC surcharge, room tax, resort fee, room tax, tourism fee, room tax, casino fee, blah, 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 blah. And oh, on top of all this, they charge $20 to $30 to park in the self-park garage, depending on what time of the year it is and what's going on in the area. So yeah, crazy amount of taxes and fees. It's wild. It's always been like that, but I just thought I'd share that with you guys.